What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live day trading recap video. Today, the Fed announced a 75 basis point interest rate hike. And as you can see here from the futures chart, the markets had a very interesting reaction to that. I've got a live recorded trade from the morning session for you all now that I'm going to cut through relatively quickly. And then towards the end of the video, we go over the trades that I took during this move after the Fed announcement. There's some interesting ones in there, so make sure you stick around for that. Hit like, hit subscribe. Let's get into the live trade. Okay, we might get a chance back below the red line here. Okay, we are. I'm long here. I'm long at 378.49. 50 shares of SPY. We are longing the markets as they are gapping up and bullish this morning on this Fed interest rate decision day. Just sitting here talking about expectations with the chat, with the Twitch chat. The markets are expecting 0.75 basis points increase, so a 0.75 basis points increase on the federal interest rate. Although Jay Powell has been saying on his FOMC minutes to be expecting half basis point increases. I think the market is expecting the Fed, to have to get a little bit more aggressive with interest rates in order to help curb some of this crazy inflation. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That happens at 2 p.m. today. It's currently 10:20. We are in our first trade. Obviously, SPY gapped up. Was never a short above the green line because it's got to also print below the MA, right? The 15 MA here. And now we got to pull back that we printed above the 15 MA and below the lowest point of the last 8 bars. That is a dip that we do in fact buy. Little scary to be buying dips in this current macro condition, but intraday it's strong, so I figured it's worth taking. You could consider dodging because of current market conditions. I mean, obviously we are super weak. We've been Ziggy, thank you for the follow. Here, even on YouTube, we've been talking about this box for a while, right? We've been talking about trying to trade this crappy box. I talked about how, when you get box formations like this, it's more likely than not, doesn't mean it has to, nothing has to happen in the stock market, but it's more likely than not to break out of the box in the direction of the macro trend. Obviously, the macro trend was down. We did break the box down, and when you break a box, especially one that lasted this long, you're probably going to get a pretty volatile move. It broke down. We sure as heck got a pretty volatile move. We made some pretty good calls around that, I think. But now, maybe we are back in trend a little bit. Maybe we don't have to try to trade such ugly, choppy slop. Maybe we start to get some real defined moves on SPY now, although we are longing it. I say maybe we're in trend and we're kind of taking a counter trend, at least macro trade by longing it here, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. Bro, you are mid. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. We're break even in this trade. It's just kind of chilling. We were down, I think, like 20 bucks down here, but kind of chilling. Cabs, thank you for what is going on. A lot of Twitch follows. Thanks, guys. Thank you all. YouTubers, why not come follow us on Twitch? You can watch me take the trades in real time. You can talk to me live. It's free. I know it's on another website, but it's still free. Twitch is just a streaming platform owned by Amazon, if you don't know what it is. It's the YouTube of streaming, for the most part. I know YouTube has streaming too, but Twitch is better. Have you tried this strategy using an MA that averages the overnight session too? Specifically the moving average overnight? No, I don't think I have, actually. We've used what am I trying to say? Extended hours. We've used extended hours information before and found it didn't work as well. But I don't know if I've done it with just specifically the moving average on this new indicator of just the high and low of 8 bars. High and low of the last 8 bars. Become a seer. It helps tremendously with trading. What if I could read the future? Is that what a seer is? Yes, I'm sure that would be good. Yes. let me learn how to do that real quick. Yes. We're looking to sell above the green line. I forgot what this indicator is called, your red and green lines. It's custom coded. It's custom coded. I've shared it before. How would I find it to share it again? These are workspaces. How do you share studies? Hold on. If I right click this, share. It's already shared though. I don't even want to update. I just want to, what is, sure? Whatever, I don't even know. I might have just overwritten something, but here's the link to it. Here's the TOS link to it if you want the red and green line study. It's custom coded. It's not anything that's in Thinkorswim, so. This trade is really just chilling. It is. Once again, we talked about it already. It is an interest rate decision day. SPY strong out of open, but a little bit of just indecision right now. Kind of just going to be a chop around morning, I think, until the interest rates drop at 2 p.m. Let's come up above the green line. Let us sell you up here, and then we'll be happy-go-lucky. We'll move on with our day, huh? How about that, SPY? Sounds good for everybody, right? You go up, I'll leave you alone. How about that? Still chilling. Tried to green bar here. We were green in the trade. Now we're back red, but small. Very small. Dawn Chain Channels, I believe it's called. Is there a... there might be an out-of-the-box that does this. I custom coded this one, but... like, there might be, like, a price channel. What is this? Like, what would... I don't know. There might be something out of the box that kind of does it. I don't know what this is. Is this doing it? Is this showing you the high and low of the last 20? I think it might be, you know. Let me actually put this on 8, like mine is set to. Yeah. Okay, hey, never mind. There is something out of the box that you can turn on in Thinkorswim. I custom coded one, but there's one out of the box. It's called Price Channel. Set it to 8. It does the exact same thing as my code does. That's funny. Well, maybe I did some unnecessary coding, but that's fine. I like to practice coding anyway. Yeah, the price channels indicator does this out of the box. Is this the interest rate prediction chart you were talking about? Let me see. I just know that there is a futures. There's a Fed interest rate futures chart. I just can't remember what it's called. That like shows you what the market is expecting the interest rates to be, right? Yeah, you see this ZQ thing. People keep showing me this ZQ. I don't know. This is Fed funds, and it's at 0.98. I don't know what that means. 0.98. Like we're not going to go to 0.98. Like, I swear I've seen a chart before that literally shows, like, it would be hovering right around 0.74 right now because that's about what the market is expecting, a 75 basis point hike. I could, you know, I could be wrong. Maybe I was dreaming when I saw that, but... Be sure to clean your PC so you don't overheat and crash during a trade. Did that just happen to you or something, Nick? Did that just happen to you? Did your PC just overheat and crash while you were in a trade? That's terrifying. That's why have the... I don't know if you're using Thinkorswim, but whatever brokerage you're using, have their... Well, first off, only use one that has a good usable mobile app. And second off, make sure you have it installed. If anything ever happens, I can log into the Thinkorswim mobile app quickly and get out of my trade. And the Thinkorswim mobile app is actually good. Like, I like the Thinkorswim mobile app. Obviously, I don't use it to actively trade, but it's easy and intuitive to figure out. I can jump in and go exit this position if I wanted to. I didn't have a problem taking this long because I really do think SPY is due at least a reprieve bounce. I mean, these last 4 days are a murder show. Like, we got, look at this daily. When have we seen 2 huge gaps like that on SPY in a long time? Some absolute murder show these last 4 days. Really expected SPY to have a reprieve bounce. And maybe this was our reprieve bounce and now we're dead again. I don't know. I was pretty bullish on SPY this morning. Cut bait. I'll get out where I'm supposed to. That's why you backtest. You can't backtest and then not follow it. Oh boy, I have a strategy. Now I'm just gonna do whatever I want. Okay, well, this is a move, but it's still not even really that bullish, this move in SPY. Still not really even close to going and making a higher high yet. We'll see. I'm still, waiting for the first candle to close under candle. We're maximizing a little bit here, getting a little bit of extra push. Although right now, if it comes and closes below this, then we're going to not really have maximized much over the green line where it originally broke, but it's giving it the opportunity, right? Giving it the opportunity to push. You prefer trading SPY than ES futures? Yeah, because futures have commissions. And to be fair, this strategy, well, the newer variables of my strategy does take way less trades. So like maybe futures are more of a shout. But I need to grow the account again. We had grown the account about $2,500 away from PDT, but now we're kind of back close to PDT again. We went through a period there where we got kind of worked. We're back close to PDT again, meaning I'm just over 25 grand right now. So I need to like regrow the account again. I mean, that's why I'm trading 50 shares right now, right? I need to regrow the account again before I look for other ways to start leveraging my positions more, right? Like futures, like options, even just trading more share size, like things like that. I need to get further away from PDT. Commissions aren't that much. As long as you make about $100 in a trade, you give up $12 in commissions. Yeah, but the way I used to trade, I used to much more scalp SPY, right? I'm not really doing that. I've been in this trade for an hour and 20 minutes. Not as much scalpy anymore. So, futures are probably a shout, yeah. Hazardous, what up, homie? Good China-Taiwan discussion, slowly turning the stream into macroeconomics. I just don't know anything about macroeconomics. I feel like I can't help. If you guys want to talk about it in chat, feel free. I can't really help. Like, I'm not the kind of content creator that pretends like I know everything, you know what I mean? If I don't know something, I'm very happy to tell you I don't know it. I'd rather tell you I don't know it than make shit up. I feel like people get on camera and like get this like God complex, like start talking like they know everything all of a sudden because they're the one on camera. Like, I don't know a fucking thing about macroeconomics. I'll let you know that all the time. Like, are you an intuitive or systematic trader? Systematic. Very systematic. Very systematic. I will throw some intuition in. Like, I will look at, the macro trends of SPY to decide how I want to trade it sometimes, but I have a very defined system that I trade. Monkeypox DNA found in semen in handful of cases. Well, isn't that like how it's being spread? Isn't it like very bad in the gay population? Monkeypox, isn't that like the population it's attacking right now? That's like how it's being spread, which is wild. I mean, that's not that we're anywhere near that yet, but it's like AIDS, right? Like, it's kind of like that same kind of thing. It's sounding like, once again, I don't watch the news, so hopefully, no shit, hopefully it doesn't get that bad, but It sounds like it spread similarly though. I believe it spread through sexual contact, not just homosexual. Right, but somebody posted something earlier that 90% of the cases in England were gay couples. Once again, I don't watch the news. I'm just telling you what I saw on the internet, which is maybe not the best thing to do. But really, Nick? What the hell? Is that true? Did it start from someone actually doing it with a monkey? Is that how it started? Once again, reading shit on the internet, but... How does the market react to 50, 75, and 100 basis points? I think, well, from what I've seen, 75 basis point is the market expectation. So I think if we get that, we go up. I think if you get either 50 or 100, we go down. I think the market likes certainty. It wants what's expected, and it doesn't like uncertainty. It doesn't like the unexpected. Unexpected makes markets go down. Which is kind of why we're going down right now. We're entering a potentially unseen type of economy with the inflation, the interest, the housing, the everything that's going on. There's a lot of uncertainty around the stock market over these last few months. Not to mention Russia and Ukraine and that stuff that we were just talking about. And COVID was still out there underlying as well. I mean, there was a little bit just like a month ago, wasn't a Chinese city shut down? Wasn't Hong Kong that was like shut down just like a month ago because of COVID still? Like there's a lot of uncertainties out there still. $75 good, 50 to 100 bad, even though Fed said 50. Yeah, the Fed's been saying 50, yes, but the market's expecting 75. Market expectations are different from analyst expectations. That's why you quite often see stocks beat earnings and go down. How often do you see that happen? Because market expectations and analyst expectations are two very different things. All right, are we going to get our close candle under candle here and get out of this trade? This is a long, long trade to lose $80 in. It's not even that bad. I made $60 on Monday in 5 minutes. It's going to take me an hour and a half to lose 80 today. Look, I took this trade on Monday in like 5 minutes, made $60. It's just taking forever. Lose a little bit of money. Kind of want to short Lucid into bankruptcy. Didn't Elon just come out in an interview and say that Lucid and Fisker were trending towards bankruptcy? Did they react poorly to that this morning? No, not really. Not really, no. When did that happen? Maybe it happened a couple days ago, though. Maybe it didn't just happen like over the weekend. Oh, Rivian and Lucid, not Fisker. Okay. But I'm sure he feels the same about Fisker if he's saying it about those two. Anything higher or lower than 0.75 will drop the market. That's my thought as well. I like to avoid using words like will. Because we don't fucking know. That's kind of my thought process, though, too. Yeah. I'm not doing anything besides stream jumping while enjoying a hot bath. Ooh, you watching me on the phone from the bath? Kinky. I like it. What? How many people are currently... I have 106 viewers. So, by the way, thank you guys. It's 11:46. I usually got off stream an hour and 15 minutes ago, and I still have over 100 viewers. Thank you guys. How many are watching me naked? Hazardous, we got one. One person watching me naked. Are you still losing this trade? It's on green. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm still losing. What do you mean it's on green? I'm down $69. Wait. You can see my P&L right here. I don't trade well naked. It's actually in my journaling. I journal when I'm naked and when I'm not, and I've seen that I actually trade worse when I'm naked, so what do I do? YouTubers, what do I do? Am I gonna upload this whole trade? I feel like this entire time we've been talking about, well, there was like 10 minutes there where I think we were talking about Miatas. Maybe I can cut that part out. But I think this entire time we've been talking about stuff. But like, no one's going to click on a video and watch a trade for an hour and a half. Like, no one's going to do that. They might watch the entrance and skip to the end and go, I don't know, like maybe 10 people will watch the whole trade. Like, but I do feel like we've talked about stuff this whole trade. We're right now we're literally just waiting for any bar to close under low of previous bar and we're out of the trade. We're just maximizing right now. Ever since it broke the green line back here, we've been maximizing. I'd trim it like 15-minute entry exit kind of thing. Yeah. Could like cut some of the like things we talked about out maybe. Yeah. We'll see. Probably won't upload the whole trade. It's nice though. I mean, look, patient. Didn't get stopped out. Got very close, but didn't get stopped out. And at least we got a move back in our direction. It's not much of one, but we got a move back in our direction. We didn't get stopped. We were down like what, 120 down here? I think at the lows, 110. We were down. Well, I'll take an $80 loss here. It's fine. Just a pretty boring trade though. Just got in, SPY strong, buy dip, just slow grinds. Whee. We might not be. I'm talking like we're about to get out. It's trying. If it closes below 377, I'm out. That's the low of the previous candle is 377. 10 seconds. Is the maximizing over, or do we get to hold for at least another 2 minutes? Oh, yep, it looks like it's over. Okay. Not too bad. $78 lost in that trade. Not too bad, all things considered. Bought the dip, held through some of the pain, got the move back in our direction. Even after we got the move, we got to maximize a little bit extra out of it. I mean, I guess instead of selling at 376.73, we sold at 376.92. Got an extra 19 cents out of it. I'll take my $10, $9.80, whatever that is. I'll take it. Alrighty, so that was the trade from the first hour. Well, it ended up being like the first 2 hours. I was in that trade for like an hour and a half. SPY just got in the slowest downtrend in a while, and it just kind of bled us out there for a little bit. But we ended up getting a little bit of a bounce to make some, well, to not lose as much money on the end of the trade, so not too bad, all things considered. Now, let me go ahead and pull up, actually, let's just go to this screen. Yep, let's just go ahead and pull up the SPY chart, pull up the rest of the trades today. We ended that first trade down a little over $70, and we're going to end the day down a little over, or just about $40, $37.75. So a decent little recovery today. Let's go into the trade. So obviously this was the trade you all saw. SPY gapped up. We bought where we were supposed to buy. I was pretty bullish on SPY today. I don't know how much of this made the cut in the editing I'm about to do, but I was talking, with my Twitch stream all morning how I felt like SPY, was gonna have a day, and that if they did indeed do the 75 basis point hike that the market was expecting, that the markets were going to have a positive reaction to that, because the market loves meeting expectations. The markets hate uncertainty. Excuse me. Uncertainty causes Fear causes selling. That's where all the red comes from. Market loves certainty. So when we did get the 75 basis point hike in the interest rate today, that's what the markets expected. That's what the markets wanted to help curb inflation. So we are reacting positively to it. So anyway, with all that to be said, I was happy to buy the dip here where I'm supposed to. Didn't work. That's fine. Next trade, we longed again. We bought another dip here. It's the same kind of situation. SPY actually kind of bounced back up after our first exit. There's actually a lot going on here. Let me do this. Let me get the studies off the chart. This makes it look way better here. So SPY bounced up after we exited our first trade. SPY kind of kept bouncing. So you know what? We're gonna buy the next dip. We got long at 377.79. Ended up getting stopped out of this trade at 376.19. Just another one where SPY just came right back down. We lost another grip of money in this trade. I think we lost nearly $100 in this trade. So we were down about 150 to 170-ish at the bottom of that trade. And then we ended up taking a short, right? Now the markets are acting a little bit weaker. We're getting chopped down a little bit. So we enter a short here at 376.63. This one takes us for a bit of a ride up to 377.60. We're down another we're down $50 in this trade. It does end up coming towards us nicely here at the end. We end up getting out actually almost exactly break even. I lost 5 cents in this trade. Pretty much a break even trade. Held through some pain, maximized the downside, but then when this candle closed up here, we just went ahead and got out. Now, next trade. So now the Fed interest rate is announced. 2 p.m. right here, so just 5, 6, 7 minutes after we got out of this trade. Fed interest rate announces 75 basis point hike. As the markets expected, as I was just talking about. Obviously, the initial reaction was down, bounce. I shorted here, right? You got a down move, you got to bounce against it. What does my strategy do? Look for continuation in situations like this. Got short 376.27, covered half 374.83, covered another 10 at 372.5. So we're up almost 4 points in this trade at that cover, and then we end up getting out the rest up at 375, almost like 2.5 points from this cover. Obviously, SPY extremely volatile, but that was a nice win out of the gates right after the basis point interest rate was increased by 75 basis points. Sorry, I can't talk right now. I got other things on my mind trying to get through this outro. And then here, last trade of the day, SPY obviously had a very bullish reaction. Good thing we got out of our shorts where we did. Good thing, we had no emotions. Okay, it's starting to bounce. Let's go ahead and get the hell out. Still locked in profit. Hell, we still locked in over a point even on those last shares. But okay, let's not hold emotional, oh yeah, SPY's got to go down. I'm going to hold it. No, if it's bouncing, it's bouncing. And boy, did it bounce. It ripped to 382. So it did end up doing that thing. Not my kind of idea going into it was that if we get the 75 basis points, I expect strength. Got that move, traded it like we're supposed to, traded it according to the strategy, but did end up getting that move. And then we ended up longing a breakdown here at 378.70, just kind of scaling, 379.90, so over a point on first half. 379.71, and then stopped out here when this bar kind of broke down a bit, although now continuing, but I do have things I need to run and do, so I kind of didn't really have a choice but to get out here anyway at 378.91. Even on those last 15, still locking in a little bit of money. So a nice recovery day, not even just from the first trade we took, the first trade you saw, but we also took a relatively large size loser in the second trade as well. We were down over 150, locked in, out of positions down over 150 at the worst today. So a nice pullback after the Fed announced, brought the volatility to the market. We were able to capitalize on that volatility to the tune of about $120 to bring it back to only being down $37 on the day. Now, I did quickly talk about in the during the trade that I just got back. Well, first off, I just got back from the beach. If you don't follow me on Twitter, Discord, wherever, I just got back from the beach. That's why there hasn't been live day trade recap videos. But I did get this trade in on Monday, waiting for the wife to get ready. I did bring my laptop with me to the beach. This is the only trade I took. As you guys can see, if I zoom back out, this is Tuesday. This is Monday. I don't even know what that day is. It's the day before. This is the only trade, anyway. This is the only trade I took at the beach, and it was about a $60 winner in about 5 minutes. Just a really nice SPY week. Short the break up, cover the breakdown. Just want to cover that quickly, kind of show you guys where we stand on the week so far. Still in the green. That's really nice. SPY's trying high of day. What a move. We'll see what happens with SPY for the rest of the week now as we have broken down out of this box. Very, very harshly broken down out of this box, but now got what was expected from the Fed interest rate. So we'll see. Is this just another small reprieve bounce, a couple of gaps to close up here before we roll back over, or what's going to happen? If you guys have thoughts about that, feel free to leave them in the comment section, especially if you made it this far. It's a great way to let me know you made it this far. Let me know what your thoughts are on this SPY bounce, on the Fed interest rate hike in the comment section down below. With that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hit like if you did. It really does help. Hit the red subscribe button if you're new. I post these videos for free every single day. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign out of this video. I will catch you all in the next one.